Hey guys, it's Ted Bogert. Welcome back to the Ted Show. Wow, what a crazy day. I want to give a shout out to Lingo Smith, who I had to reschedule twice because of the insanity going on here at the Citrus Club, but we will get him back on. I'm here with a dear friend. She is the Queenmaker, Miss Jetset 2022 campaign, which we're going to talk about, which is where we want to get her, the one and only Anissa King. How are you, love? What's going on?
Doing good. Good afternoon, Ted. It's so good to be with you again.
It's so great to be with you. You're always classy and gracious and graceful. And when I started to see the campaign, which is sort of a campaign, those are my words, so I'll let you rephrase it. But when I started to see the contest for Miss Jetset 2022, I just loved everything you did. So it's Black History Month. We're also celebrating that. We'll talk a little bit about that. So before we started, we talk about origin story. And so I want them to get to know a little bit about you before we take a deep dive into what you do and then talk about Miss Jetset. So take it away.
Awesome. Thank you, Ted. And hello, viewers. Again, this is Anissa King. I am the founder and director of the Miss Corporate America organization, which is a business-friendly competition that honors female corporate executives and entrepreneurs that are doing their thing in the workplace and community. I also am the CEO of PR Redefined. It is a PR and talent management company, and I've been doing that since 2020. I also have a nonprofit that helps the homeless. We provide resources and services to the homeless population, and I am competing for the title of Miss Jetset 2022. Miss Jetset.
Yeah, tell us about Miss Jetset because I saw it. I love the magazine set. I mean, I love the setup. Your picture, by the way, the picture that you use is beautiful. Yes. So kudos to whoever did that.
I tried to give him a little fierce, Ted. I tried to.
You did. You did good.
But yes, so Jetset Magazine is a luxury lifestyle magazine. I actually entered the competition on January 11th, which was the last day to sign up. I had no idea that it was the last day. I just kind of did it on the whim. I saw it on social media and I said, you know what? I'm always in the background. I'm always behind the curtain. I think it's time now for me to get from behind that curtain and get center stage and claim the crown for myself. So I entered the competition and here we are now. I'm actually out of 25,000 contestants. It's narrowed down to the top 32, which I am currently in now in the semifinals. And we're narrowing it down to the top 4 tomorrow. So I definitely need everyone's support, everyone's votes. You can go online and vote for free through Facebook, or you can pay for votes, which is $10 minimum. And the paid votes actually support the Be Positive Foundation, which is a foundation that provides resources and services to pediatric cancer. So families that might not be able to afford treatment for their children that are suffering from pediatric cancer, it provides those financials to them and also provides additional resources and services to help them throughout that journey.
Okay, so what do you do with all of your spare time?
I love to travel, Ted. So I'll get on a plane, I'll get in the car, I'll take a road trip. So this was a perfect title for me, right? Miss Jetset.
I was going to say, so tell me what about Miss Jetset attracted you? Because obviously there's a lot of competitions out there, and I understand the thought process behind them. But what about this particular one was attractive to you as a business owner, entrepreneur? Why was this one you said, all right, I want to see what I can do with this?
Yeah, so just to give you a little background information on the Jetset competition is sponsored by Jetset Magazine. And Jetset Magazine is a luxury lifestyle magazine. And they actually have on the cover, it's celebrity based. So they only feature celebrities on the cover. So I decided, you know what, why not be amongst these phenomenal women and men that are doing great things in the community and in their own right. And I can be a part of that pool that's providing that platform, and it's shining the light on, MCA, it's shining the light on, my contributions to the community. Because once you win the title, it's an overnight sensation. So I decided, hey, why not do something a little bit different, get outside the box, get outside the element, and, make a name for myself and go for the crown.
What I love, I've been in these competitions before. it's an interesting balance, right? Because
Mhm.
you want to win, but your win depends on the voting.
Yes.
And so it's such an interesting thing, but I want to tell you, just as a compliment, that you've done it in such a graceful way. I don't feel at all like I'm being pushed. And a
Right.
lot of times these competitions, it's like, oh my God, please vote for me. And you're taking,
Mhm.
you're throwing up smoke signals and
Yes.
skywriters. But what you've done is taken such a positive approach to it. And I love the fact that when you buy votes, when you purchase, this isn't just buying a vote, it's going to be
Yes.
positive. I think that to me was the selling point, because there's been a lot of times where I've been asked to, hey, if you can contribute X amount of dollars,
Mhm.
you'll get more votes, but there was no charity at the end. There was
Right.
no reason. It was very corporate
Right.
y. And I love the fact that this one has such a great charitable, philanthropic feel to it. Uh,
Exactly. And
Talk
that was
about, go ahead.
another reason that actually allowed me to have my vision and my passion to say, you know what, I'm going to do this because it's more than just the crown. You're giving back to help others that are suffering in different situations that relate to pediatric cancer. So a lot of the little children, they don't ask for it, and they go through so much pain and trauma early on, growing up. And so I think right now it's just when we can come together and help out each other, then we all win. So I think
Agreed.
that was definitely a factor as well that allowed me to say, you know what, I'm going to do this because it's for a greater cause than just the crown.
That's a beautiful way to put it, because that's what it feels like. Nothing about this felt like cheesy. It's legit. It's positive. Be positive. It just, everything about it. I can understand why you, as an entrepreneur and somebody who gives back to the community, thought this is a good one for me.
Yes. Yes.
So it happens to be, we're obviously promoting, and we'll talk about when voting ends
Mhm.
soon, but it's Black History Month. So
Yes.
tell me a little bit about, we're doing a whole series on Black History Month. I just think it's good to bring on Black entrepreneurs, community leaders, people who do a lot in our world, or have made an impact or want to make an impact. And you've done all of those things. Tell me about Black History Month. Do you celebrate it? And if so, what's your thought process behind that? Is this something where you look at the people who you want to honor? Is it something that you give back to? What's Black History Month mean to you?
Yes, definitely. Thanks so much for the question, Ted. Black History Month is definitely important to me, considering it's my upbringing, it's my background, so it's definitely important to me. But I definitely believe that we can celebrate our culture and our heritage all year long. It's not just 1 month, and Ted, just for any other ethnicities as well. Be proud of who you are. Be proud of your upbringing. Be proud of your roots. I just think with Black history, it's been something that we have, come to celebrate every year, once a month. But I definitely want the viewers to realize that this is something that we celebrate all year long.
Well, yeah, it's interesting, because when I decided to do, I've done several series like this before, but I really, really wanted to have on a lot of Black community leaders, Black entrepreneurs on the show. I feel like Black History Month is just a great way to take a deep breath, stop, reflect,
Mm-hmm.
appreciate, celebrate. And
Yeah.
we don't get a chance to do that often. Doesn't matter if you're Hispanic, Asian, LGBTQ, you get this
Hmm.
time frame. And a
Exactly.
lot of times I think we pay lip service to some of these
Mm-hmm.
heritage months, history months. And it's just so important for us to really embrace what the message is supposed to really be about. So, what motivates you? Because you do 75 different jobs and give back to the community in 150 different ways. What's the motivation? What did you learn to be? Did you grow up in a household where charitable and giving back and entrepreneurial was the spirit, or is that something you were just innately you were born with?
Yes, I definitely believe I grew up in an environment where my mom and dad, they were both into philanthropy and gave a lot of themselves, gave a lot to the community. So I believe that was the foundation that allowed me, as I got older, to want to give back as well. And being in a position to give back, when we obtain wealth, it's not just for us, but it's for us to really help others because we are in that position to help. So I firmly believe that. And just growing up, I saw a lot of things in life. I worked in the healthcare industry. I saw homelessness a lot on the street because I was working in that vicinity for a little while, and that allowed me to gain passion for that population. So that was how I became passionate about giving back to the homeless community as well. One thing that really touched my heart was when I was out at Lake Eola doing the Hope in Motion walk I did last year. I do an annual walk that raises funds for the homeless population called Hope in Motion. And I do it at Lake Eola. And I walked the equivalent from walking from Orlando to Miami in a span of about a little bit over a week. And a gentleman out there, he was homeless. And I walked up to him and he said, "Ma'am, do you happen to spare some change?" And at that time, I didn't have any change on me. But he said, "You know what? That's okay because you gave me something that a lot of people don't give me. Something that, I cherish in my heart. When you talked to me, you looked at me in my eyes and greeted me and said hello." And so I just want people to know that, a lot of times homeless people, they just, fell on their luck. They didn't have an opportunity. They don't have a support system. And we shouldn't look down on them because you never know someone's story. A lot of people in the world might be one paycheck away from homelessness, but they might have a better support system where they can, go and live with their aunt. They can go live with their cousin. And we just have to remember not everyone has that foundation.
They don't.
So just always just remember to respect them no matter, don't look down on them because you never know someone's story.
There's a humanity in what you're talking about. You are treating them like a human. I have worked in that arena as well. And the eye contact and the just engagement on a basic human level makes such a difference in their world. It's an impact. And so, yeah, don't discount people. I love that message. That's beautiful. We have such a challenge here in our local area. So when you see the person on the street or you're around Lake Eola or wherever you are, you definitely want to do what Anissa just said. It's beautiful. All right. So tell them we're voting. We have to vote. What's the best way for them to get in touch with you to vote? Voting ends tomorrow evening, if I'm not mistaken.
Correct. It ends tomorrow for the semifinals. So I encourage everyone to please to vote, to share. You can vote once every 24 hours through Facebook for free. However, if I really want to get to the top, I really appreciate those paid votes to help support the Be Positive Foundation. It's $10 minimum. Again, I appreciate anything. No pressure, but I do appreciate it. It goes for a good cause, and we are making a difference in helping others while we are participating in this campaign, as you say. So you can go onto my Facebook page. It's Anissa, Anissa, Queenmaker, Queen, and then Maker, Maker, and you'll see the voting link there. You can click on that to vote for me, and you can share it with others, your family, your friends, your business colleagues. The more, the merrier. So I really appreciate all your support. I need to get to the finish line. Currently, I am in second place, and in order for me to get to the finals, I need to be in first place by tomorrow at 9 p.m. If you're interested in sponsoring me, being a business sponsor and helping out, feel free to reach out to me by text at 863-825-5996, or you can DM me in my Facebook, Anissa Queenmaker. I really appreciate all the support.
I love it. I want everyone to get involved. The link to vote for Anissa is already on the feed. I did it beforehand, and I will make sure we reiterate that. Go on, give back if you decide to pay for votes. Remember that money doesn't go to Anissa. That goes to Be Positive, which is pediatric cancer related. And you're giving back to those kids and to their families. It's so important. Anissa, it's always a joy to spend time with you. You're just one of the most humble, so much humility and grace. I really appreciate you. We're going to get behind you and support you. I would love to see you be Miss Jetset 2022 or 2023 or
there you go.
2025. So thank you so much for being on the show. Y'all get involved, give back. This is a great way to support a local entrepreneur and somebody who gives back to the community. And of course, with the votes, you can also give back to be positive. Thank you, Anissa.
Thank you, Ted. You are the best. Love
You're the
you.
best.
Goodbye,
Love
everyone.
Love you and appreciate you. Y'all get involved. Reach out to me. Reach out to Anissa. But do something. Give back. This is a great way to do it. All right. We'll see you guys soon. Bye, everybody.